So I have my brush, right, and it was dry like this just a second ago, right? And when we wet our brush, we want to take all the bristles and have it all the way right to the core with even distribution of water. And how we do that is we take our brush and we put it into water. And now I'm just doing a demonstration so I don't have a big container of water, right? So I take the brush and dip it into water and I scrape it. And yes, Mia, we want to get all the bristles all the way to the ferrule filled with water, right? And we have to do this quite a few times to drive that water into the bristles. All right. And you'll get to know the feel of it. You just have to keep on doing that, right? So when that's all filled up with the right amount of water, you're going to have one extra drop of water. Can you see that little drop there? Right there, when I squeeze it lightly, you should have a little droplet come down like that. Okay, that's that extra drop that we want. Okay, and you don't squeeze it before you paint, but you squeeze it when you're practicing, just so that you know. Here, I'm going to load it wrong. See how drippy this is? Drip, 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 lots and lots, right? That's too much water. And now I'm going to make it so that there's not enough water in there. So that when I squeeze, do it wrong. So that when I squeeze, I get no water. Can you see there's no water there? All right, so you want to not have that, not too little, not too much. We want to have just the Goldilocks amount of water. Okay, one little extra drop. Perfect. Okay, so single load is to take black and white ink or color, right? We're going to use color this time. Single load. We fill our brush up, and this is very dry. So you can use paste like this, cake colors, right? Or you can use liquid colors, or you can use tube colors, right? So this time I've done it into yellow. Okay, and there's my brush, right? 99.9% of the time, this is how you want to load your brush, so that it's about between 50 and 75% loaded with your first color. This is called the lighter color, right? You can paint with this now, right? And then you can paint with it upright, you can paint with it sideways, any way you want. This is called single load. So if I do that, it's going to look like a bright brush, like that, a line, right? If I put it on the side, more bristles are going to touch the paper and come out like that. Straight upright brush, side brush. If I go halfway in between, and this is called a central brush, right? If I bend my brush a little bit, that's no longer upright. And that's going to give me something halfway between this line and that line, right? They're all lines, right? And that's how we do a bamboo. Right. But we do upright and then we put more pressure on it. So upright, more pressure, but it's still a central brush because I'm not tilting it, right? Just putting more pressure, and then I lift up like that. Little pressure, more pressure, less pressure. Okay. Single load. If I want it to be more than one color, I take my brush, which is 50% to 75% filled with one color, and then I dip it into a darker color, right? And now I have a double loaded brush. Looks like a pencil, right? Looks like a red pencil. So from here to there is yellow and bleeding down into no color, which will look like white because my paper's white. And from here is the dark at the very, very tip is the most concentrated, darkest tones, and that's going to blend out. This is called ombre, becoming less and less red and going into orange because yellow and red make orange, right? So in between. And if I don't blend it on my plate, I'm going to have two tones. If I take it and blend it on my plate, it's going to have more of a softer change from the red to the yellow, right? If I paint it straight up and down with my central brush and the thin line, I'm going to end up with red because red's at the tip. But if I paint it with the side brush, it's double loaded, so I'm going to end up with a red to orange to yellow. Like that. Okay. If I blend it a lot, it's not going to come out just two parts, but it's going to be more subtle. Can we see the difference between this and this? This goes from the darker to the lighter, and this goes like too dark and light, okay? And this is how we can paint our bamboo stalk with a side brush. Side brush, down, hesitate, stop, lift, hesitate, stop, right? That's how we get our bamboo stalks. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.